Alright, Hayes Mega here. So today I'm making a video on installing the Shinko F546 knobby tire, front tire on the Sur Ron Light Bee. So this is the tire that I've chosen to go for the front of for my dirt wheels. It's a pretty knobby tire, pretty knobbly. What I got on here right now is a Shinko Trials tire. It's a SR241 is what I got on here right now. And while it's a great kind of dual sport tire, you know, just for doing like casual riding on trails, I felt that it's not a very good, you know, loose surface type of tire. It slides all the time, and the front doesn't give you much confidence riding around on the loose stuff. So we're gonna put something knobbier. We're gonna put some real knobbies on this bad boy. So off with the trials tires. I think if you're gonna do a lot of kind of 50-50 or more street riding, this is a good tire to go with. I did a review on these. Yes, I did a review on these tires. So check that out if you want to learn more about the Shinko tires. But the front tire I'll be going with is this Shinko F546 tire. I think it's an intermediate compound tire, so it's kind of like it sits in between like a hard packed and loose kind of stuff. So that's why I went with it. It's a more kind of knobby tire. And for my rear, I'll have a separate video on that, installation video for that. For the rear, I went with a Kenda Trackmaster because I've used it before and I thought it was okay. They don't wear out very well, but it is a dot knobby, and it's knobby, so it's knobby like a paddle tire. So I think it would give pretty good traction for the rear. So that's the problems I've been having with my Sur Ron in the dirt and the loose stuff. It doesn't bite into the loose stuff very well. So so this video is just kind of for entertainment purposes only, you know, just to see how easy or how hard it is to install a tire. So I did make a video installing rim locks. We're not going to install a rim lock on the front because the front doesn't really need it unless you brake like super hard. You won't spin it, but I do highly recommend if you ride your Sur Ron in the dirt a lot, particularly at lower tire pressures, you put a rear rim lock in. But yeah, on the rim lock video, we uninstalled and installed these Shinko Trials tires, and they were super easy. It was almost like installing like a bicycle tire. I could pretty much do everything by hand. I didn't really need the tire levers or anything. So I have a feeling that this one may be a little harder. I'm not sure, but we'll find. That's the reason we're making this video, is to find that out. Okay, so this is the tire we'll be installing. I will be installing a new tube also. This is a Tusk heavy duty 2mm motorcycle tube. The tubes and the stock CST tubes in the Sur Ron wheels they're a little thin, so I want to put a little heavier duty one. But the good thing about having a thin tube is you can carry it with you. It's lighter, it takes up less space. You can use it as a spare tube. That's why I highly recommend you put a thicker tube in for, you know, your primary riding dealie tube, and then if you get like a flat or something, carry your old CST tube with you and use that as a spare, because it takes up less space, it's lighter and easier to install. You know, you want the hard to install stuff when you do it at home, you know, when you get the like proper tools and environment to do it. But when you're out doing it on the trail, you don't want to be you know, messing around with like a harder to install tube and stuff. So that's what I highly recommend. So right here we got a Tusk heavy duty tube. We'll be installing that. It's a 70-119 size. So I think around the 100 is okay. So let's go do this. All right, got a new tire. I don't think there's a direction on this one. Oh, it does have a direction. Okay. Get this tape off. You can get the tape off. So this is like I said, this is a 70-119 Shinko F546. So Shinko and Kenda are my two favorite brands because they're really cheap. I used to make it a lot as a fan of cheap stuff that, that good value for money stuff. It's just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's crap, That's what I say. All right, so there is a rotation on this. If you look here, well, it's kind of hard to see. If you look here, there's a thing here that says rotation front, and it says to go that way. So if you were putting it on the rear, you probably want to flip it around then, because the Sur Ron uses. Let's say we were installing 2 of these. We would put it on the rear. We would flip it is what we would do, because these are this is a front tire apparently. So yeah. Oh, this is dot legal too. I didn't know that. So this is a dot legal knobby. I didn't know that. It's interesting. Okay, so the rotor is on the left. Rotor's on the left of the bike. So we want that. The spacer just fell off. I'm gonna make sure I get that back. Okay, so it's got to be installed like this. So here's my rotate. Okay, so it's got to be like that. So like the tire spins this way, so the arrow should be going this way. So that's the way I got it right now. I'm gonna put that down. Okay. All right, so we got it the way we want it. Let's see if we can install this without any kind of lube. Normally what I use is Windex or some kind of glass cleaner like this. But we're going to see if we can press it down into there. If not, we'll try the lube. If not, we'll have to spoon it on. So it's going to kind of press it onto there. No rim lock. This one should be. This is why I did this one first, because it's the easiest. Okay, now it is a stiffer tire. I'll tell you that. Shinko tires. This one's going to give us a little more trouble. Okay, now this one's going to give me a little more trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lube it up where it's touching the wheel right now. Okay. Maybe lube around the area we're working on. And hopefully press it on. Yeah, this is significantly it's significantly harder to install than the other Shinko tire. So we're gonna have to get our friends Mr. Tie Irons out. This is no big deal. Let's help you get it over the rim. Oh, 2 of them. So if you're out on the trail working on this tire is going to be more difficult to work with. So you got to take note of that. Whoa. I almost got slapped in the face by with that. Okay, just 2 tire irons to the trick. Put it in there. Oh yeah, what I forgot to do was put a baby powder in there. That's okay, we'll baby powder it too. Alright, we're halfway, I would say we're about 40% done because we still got to stick the tube in there. There's our new tube. This is a 7190 tube and this is a 7119. Alright, there's our tube. It's a little bit thicker, just a little bit. Not by much. I think this might be 1 or 1.5 millimeter. This is 2 millimeters thick. Yeah, and I think this is a CST one, yeah. Yeah, it's a 2.5 inches by 19. I think that's about 7100. Alright, so there we go. There's our new tube. I'm going to take the this guy off. Take one of the nuts off. It's like an old school dirt biking trick here, where you put baby powder on your tire or tube, and it helps to. It makes a mess, but it helps to keep you. It keeps you from getting pinch flats and stuff. It makes a tube more slippery. That's what it does. So there's less chance of you getting pinch flats. Also, make sure you have the rim strip in there. I didn't bother to check. Probably should have. So this is a. Oof. Jeez. This is for entertainment purposes, not educational purposes. But I guess it could sort of just to see how easy it is to install this tire. I think that's too much. too much. It's gonna make it's gonna start making like a slurry. Okay, so I got my hole right here. Make sure it's clear. Yes. I'm gonna poke my eye with this. Should probably be wearing safety glasses, man. All right. So, oh yeah. Might as well do it now. The last time I had to use it, so this is a valve fishing tool. It helps you get the valve stem through the hole. I highly suggest you carry one with you, and it doubles as a valve core remover too, and a metal one, so you don't have to worry about breaking. So I highly suggest you carry one of these in your kit while you're on the trail. Yeah, like I said, those plastic ones, they suck, man. You don't want to be stuck on the side of the trail with one of those plastic ones and it breaks on you, you know. The valve cover ones, you know. I gotta fish it in the reverse way. Okay. And then stick it in here. Okay, I forgot to take out the valve core. We'll go do it right now. Having problems already. So apparently that one's like not the right spec or something. Okay, there's the valve core right there. Get in there somehow. Okay, and then you just kind of pull it. Pull this. Just kind of try to get it in there. Okay. Stuff our tube in here. Okay, so one thing I like to do before I start spooning the other side on is I like to put the valve core back in and put a little bit of air in there. Just a little bit. Putting a little bit of air in there helps prevent you from pinching the tube. So you don't lose it in there. Put the nut back on. The valve stem nut back on. Let's see what I'm working with here. Put this guy back on. Put it in most of the way, I guess. So hopefully I put it in there straight, you know. A little bit of air in it. Okay. If you feel you put too much, okay. Hopefully, and then now you can kind of check to see if your valve stem is straight. I think it's a little crooked, so I'm gonna move it. Try to move the tire a little bit. I think it's not moving. Alright, well hopefully when we inflate it and deflate, I'm gonna inflate it and deflate it a bunch of times, it'll straighten out, but I think that's okay. It's pretty straight. Alright, so I'm gonna let a little bit of air out because I think I put too much.